Not all features of The Sims 4 Island Living are shoved in your face like mermaids are, so players go into the game not knowing about them. Also, there's a couple of things in the expansion that are mostly unexplained unless you followed the developers closely. So here's a rundown of a few missable things and help with some other things. In general, things I feel you should know about. Sulani, the new world in the expansion, has a health system, you could say, but only on one island. Mua Pilam is the refuge for wildlife and mostly untouched by human Sims. Aside from being a decent place to bump into a mermaid, it's also possible to change the appearance of the island. Anytime a Sim does something to help the environment, the health stat increases. Build it up big enough and you'll get a notification that the island is improving. Once more and it's thriving. For a full rundown of the activities that help the island ecosystems, look for a link in the description after you finish watching the video, of course. Snorkeling and Scuba are other interesting features you need to know a little about. Snorkeling is not something you can do everywhere. Unfortunately, you need to head to a buoy to do this, and you won't be able to follow your Sim underwater. Look for the big red buoys to snorkel. You can only snorkel where the water's shallow enough for there to be fish near the surface. The buoys over deep water allow scuba and free diving. Scuba can be improved with the shopping menu that appears when you click these buoys. Buy a rebreather to be able to free dive or a spear gun to spearfish. You can also buy an underwater camera to get fish photos. Both scuba and snorkeling can help you to find collectibles. Dolphins are also in the pack but connected to the buoys. Thing is, they're not always there. The dolphins move about based on their personal dolphin business of corralling little fish into a nice meal. Look for dolphins where there is a swirl of fish near a buoy. You gotta find the right place, but if you click the swirl, you can interact with the dolphins and maybe make a friend. Mermaids who befriend a dolphin might get something unique. There are a total 3 new lot traits accessible to players in The Sims 4 Island Living. First is clothing optional, which, can turn public spaces into a nudist colony if you wish. But it seems to me I'd need a lot more sunscreen in places. Island Spirits makes these wonderful blue glowy guys appear on your lot at random. If you commune with them, they'll give you a boost. You can also release them, but it's not so tempting when the bonuses for commune last like 2 days. Lots can also be tagged as having volcanic activity with another new trait. No other career I can think of in The Sims 4 has reward traits for completion, but the Conservationist does. Both branches get a unique reward trait, a design decision that if spread to every other career would add some depth and purpose to the career system. They also unlock a unique Conservationist canoe, a few other objects and uniforms, and get special abilities that can be used to make money and save Sulani's ecosystem. Included in the new pack are fish traps under outdoor activities. You can set these, then wait about 24 hours to possibly find some fish. With the proper skill, you can also set them with bait, which will improve catch rates. You'll catch different types of fish depending where these are, whether the ocean is shallow, medium, or deep in that spot. They function sort of like the Birdie's Bee box from Seasons in that they get to half full and then totally full over time. While they were given to everyone in a free patch, the new Stilt Foundations are available to you now. In addition, there are outrigger canoes and aquazips, which are like jet skis. The latter can be upgraded to be faster and do a few unique visuals when the object is in your Sim's inventory. In addition, if you select Go Here on a spot of land far away, the Sim may decide the watercraft is the fastest solution. Unfortunately, this is broken for mermaids at time of riding, as they will transform multiple times en route, which takes up time. Finally, an object called Crystal Clear is in the DLC. It can give you somewhat of an illusion of see-through floors, good for your deck. It's just unfortunate yet again that there are so many stilts cluttering up the view. Hopefully they'll fix this, it's pretty jarring. I saved one of the biggest tips for last for people who actually watched. Your Sim can become a mermaid, but you need mermatic kelp. You can of course buy this by using the bb.showhiddenobjects cheat, but an honest way of scoring it is to head to Island Living's secret cave. There's a new rabbit hole to explore here, and it took me too long to find given the damn thing is actually on the map of the town. Anyway, if you have level 5 fitness, you are qualified to get this random room in there that gives you a piece of kelp completely without making a big deal out of it. Eat that and bam, I'm a randomly generated mermaid. Head to a dresser or use edit and cast to fix the appearance up the way you like it. Thankfully, this one wasn't too bad, but I've seen some pretty crappy mermaids. Now you have a hydration stat instead of hygiene and can replenish it by going into water, and can also sleep in the ocean, which looks really relaxing. You use hydration to cast a few spells, mainly revolving around the weather. I don't know if seasons is required for that, I just realized it could be, so let me know. A mermaid conservationist will rock at cleaning up Solani, as they are excellent at scuba and snorkeling and can probably make a living off diving. It's too bad scuba is a rabbit hole and we can't follow a sim underwater to see the reefs and such. I would like to take the pictures myself of pretty tropical fish. With that done, I'll let you know I've compiled the most important island living cheats on my site, along with information about a lot of these topics. I need to redo fishing because it's been heavily improved in the free patch. But nonetheless, I'm going to do mermaids next in both text and video format. Hit the bell to ensure you're notified if you like my style. Thanks for your time, and I hope this helps a bit. Let me know what you'd like to learn more about.